today I'm going to do a skull mold, and I'm going to put random objects inside. I find that a lot of people enjoy seeing what all I put inside my molds. So this time it's going to be screws, nuts, and bolts. I've already sold one like this, so I'm going to make another one to replace it. And I actually took washers and UV glued them by UV to the eyeball socket. So we'll see how that turns out. I have not done that before. So I will start with just putting random pieces that I have found in the shop out here, which is like some screws, some nuts, some bolts, there's a few nails, all kinds of interesting stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I've got some regular 2-part epoxy resin over here mixing. I already pre-mixed it by hand, and now I'm going to just pour in about 3/4 of the way, and I'm going to stop at the mouth. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because the bottom part, it's going to be solid, like black or gray or maybe some glitter, but I want to really be able to see all the nuts and bolts. So I'm going to pour in about halfway. I'm going to kind of stop. What I need to do is to work it where I get all the resin down at the bottom. You can also pour the resin first and then put them in. Either way works. But I'm just kind of massaging it. You see that it's down in there. They are definitely heavy enough. They're not going to float, so I'm not really worried about items floating per se. I do see one little plastic item that I may end up fishing back out because it does float, or I might just leave it just for something different. But alright, I've poured it just about to the mouth. I think I'll pour a little bit back out just because I went a little past where I wanted to go. I wanted it to be right at where the mouth would be, just so the skull part is done. And I'm going to work it again to get all the air bubbles out. Try to get all that resin down in there so there's no big gaps or holes. And get all the bubbles out. I'm just going to take my little torch here, and I will probably need to babysit this for about 30 minutes as the bubbles bubble up. Then I'll just hit it with my little torch, or you can use spray alcohol. I just like the torch better. And I will use this for some additional molds that I will do. But I've got my heat pad on and the self-leveler where I fixed it because in the shop here it's kind of slopes a little bit, so I had to buy a leveler. Thank you, Let's Resin. I love it. I'll let you see what it looks like. It's just a plastic piece right here. It's got little legs on it that adjust, and then in the center here, I'll lift this up so you can see the whole thing. The center has a leveler in it, so you can make sure that it is nice and centered. And then I just put the heat pad on top of it. This will accelerate the curing time. You just have to be careful with that acceleration that it doesn't cause bubbles after you leave it. You got to kind of babysit it just for a little while. So again, I'm going to hit it and I'm going to let this rest. Come back for the next one when I do the second pour after this cures or gets at least thick enough that it's not going to mix. Then I'll do the bottom part, which, like I said, it's probably going to be a black or a silver, whatever I feel like at the time after I kind of look down at it and see how it's doing. So, all right, well, see you next time.